Batman's doctor, obviously, always a character that could probably use some support because I think it's tough to be a doctor in Gotham. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. A lot of crazy villains
Well,
out there.
sometimes the Joker blows up the entire hospital.
Nerd Reactor, roll out.
It's a good this movie that you're in, Chosen Family. I let's see, let's start with
I'm sure
Heather
you're going to
Graham
ask
first, right?
nothing but hard-hitting questions about a movie like this.
Oh,
People are already saying it's the megalopolis of rom-com. And I know there's a lot of controversy. There's this famous scene where I act with someone in the movie theater, which is going to be definitely going to kick up some dust. This is my chosen family, October 11th, everywhere. This is my second Heather Graham picture that I'm in.
oh
Did you know?
wow, yeah. I did
Yeah.
not know that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
I'm in two Chris Nolan. You know Chris Nolan? You know Christopher Nolan?
maybe a little bit.
Pat, he made a little picture called Following. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm in two of his pictures. I'm in two of the Heather Graham pictures.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so I'm pretty sure. So you being in the first Heather Graham stuff, she saw you
Thank
working,
you.
and you know what?
Mhm.
I gotta bring them back into Chosen Family.
Chosen family. The picture is about, she's got a family in the movie that's pretty bat farts crazy. It would seem like. Oh, it's also my second picture with the great Julia Stiles.
There you go.
Julia
Yeah,
Stiles is still in Chosen Family, right? They didn't cut her out.
she's still in it,
She's
and
still in the final cut.
she's a problem child
She-
in that movie.
She's still in the final cut. Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah,
interesting. That's interesting and good to know. Interesting. So
yeah.
she did the cut. Um, so yeah, Julia plays Heather's sort of complicated sister, and then Heather's parents are pretty complicated, and then it's sort of about the people that she's picked to be that would be sort of her family unit, if you got to pick that, and it's nice to be in that part of the picture.
Oh yeah, and because you're picked, your character very
Mm-hmm.
supportive,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like this is a supportive friend I would like to have. And for you, if your character was able to just
Mm-hmm.
be in any other project, like to support one of your previous characters, who would you think would be like a good
Oh,
person? Yeah, to
a
support.
character that well, probably the character that needs the most support, it would be Uncle Ned from 17 again. He probably because he probably lost a lot of money on Bitcoin, definitely. And he probably bought too much Star Wars stuff, you know. Let's see. There's some other characters of mine. Batman's doctor, obviously. Always a character that could probably use some support because I think it's tough to be a doctor in Gotham. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. A lot of crazy villains
Well,
out there.
sometimes the Joker blows up the entire hospital, you know?
Yeah, that is true.
Um, so yeah, this is a fun picture to be in. It was so basically I was in Heather's first picture, which is called Half Magic, which is a great picture if you haven't seen it. You can stream it probably anywhere in the world. And then for the second picture, she said, Tom, I want you to be in the picture. And she said, we will spare no expense to have you in the picture. But when she meant by we will spare no expense is you will make less than $2,000 on the movie and you will live at the hotel at the airport, which is what we did. So yeah, remember when you're seeing this beautiful movie set in Providence, Rhode Island, these beautiful people who looked like, living gods to normal people, that just, it's basically, it seems like everyone strolled down from Mount
From the
Olympus.
heavens. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mount
from the
Olympus. Yeah.
heavens, like, yeah, we seem like the old Irish gods. Remember that all these characters are really living in Providence, Rhode Island at the hotel by the airport. And it's not the nicest hotel by the airport either. So this is the kind of the work, this is what I'm willing to put into the craft to be in what I consider to be a pretty important rom-com. I know everybody's calling it the megalopolis of rom-coms, and it's not like I'm trying to make that catch on, because I'm not, but it would be great if that did catch on and if you used it anytime you talked about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And no, your character is very larger than life
It'd
because
be great if we
your
got some.
character knows how to juggle.
Exactly. My character is he juggles. He's basically, sort of like the character from the Ayn Rand's The Fountainhead, Again, more Megalopolis. People are going to be seeing Megalopolis and Chosen Family, and they're going to be like, how did all of these amazing ideas come out in two movies at the exact same time? You know?
Have you seen Megalopolis? I have not seen it yet.
I
So
have not yet. I have not yet. Um, but it would be great if you compared us to that, just to get
okay, okay, all right,
get
for sure,
the
for sure,
word
for
out.
sure.
Like it's nice when people love it if it feels like there's some controversy, and something crazy happens, and
Well, no, crazy things does happen in Chosen Family.
oh,
Like when I'm
actually,
watching
they
this,
really
yeah,
do. Oh, for
yeah,
sure. Yeah,
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 for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
No, because it's like watching the trailer. It looks like a lighthearted comedy. Everything's
Mhm.
sweet, and then
Yeah,
I'm near like the third act. I'm like, oh, this just went heavy. Like, wow,
yeah,
I did not expect that.
yeah, for sure.
And so for you, like just watching, did you watch it yet, right? Or
Did I watch the movie until the end?
like all the way through? Like, do you get a
Yeah, of
chance to watch the
course.
whole thing yet? I don't know. Sometimes you wait
No,
until
no,
like the
no. I
premiere or
should
something.
clarify.
Yeah.
I should clarify. I always read scripts. No, I don't read scripts of movies that I'm in. Yeah, you can't always do that. But I do, if they invite me to see them, I do watch them till the end. So this
Yeah.
one I did get
Yeah.
to watch the end, which is fun. And also there's just a lot of fun stuff going on in this one. There's the funny little kid. There's the great dance-off sequence. That's a great sequence. I think one of the funniest things about the movie is just the storyline of Heather in a full head-to-head competition with like a 10-year-old child for the attention of that dude of John Brotherton's character is really, really tremendous fun.
Yeah. That for me, I'm like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? I don't know if you ever felt for me, like I felt kind of embarrassed for the whole
Oh, it
situation.
was great. That's what's
Yeah.
so great about it. It's nearly impossible to watch that sequence. It just feels so cringy. Obviously intentionally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah,
Yeah.
obvious intention. Yeah.
Intentional cringe. Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, one of the lines that stuck out to me, like for you, when
Yeah.
you're like talking about juggling, and it's like something I don't
Mhm.
want to show off during college. I'm going to scare the girls away. So is there any like talents that you do have in
Mhm.
real life where you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this in real life, and I might just scare people away, even fellow journalists.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I mean, if you look over I believe it would be to you, still my right shoulder. Um, I just saying, I'm probably, and I think I can say this with confidence, I'm probably the worst cello player you've ever met.
Okay, all right.
I'm willing to put that to the test anytime, anywhere. I was um I was like a 10th chair cello in Oak Park, Illinois as a kid. You know how the chair system works for orchestras and stuff?
And I'm gonna guess like the
Good
more
chair,
front
good
you
chair is
are,
number one. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. First best cello player is number one. Two, it just goes exactly the way you think it would go. Yeah. So I was either 10 or 11, depending on if there were 10 or 11 kids that year on the cello.
Mm.
Often
But
11.
you,
Yeah.
but you can play it though. You're like,
Yeah, but I can afford a nice cello. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, the great
So
thing about me is I can afford a nice cello from all the Night at the Museum money. I mean,
yeah,
it's great. Yeah. But
yeah.
I can play it.
Okay, whenever I
Want
see
to
a
hear
celloist,
something a
yeah.
little sad? I'm a way better juggler than a cello player.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, talk about if you're looking to meet like a real specific kind of lady. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And like with celloist, I think
Mhm.
when I went to an experience for Bridgerton, and you have the
Oh,
quartet,
how was
and
that?
that was a lot of fun.
It
Just
was.
feeling like
Oh.
you're in that time
Mhm.
and wearing the outfit, like the what is it?
Mhm.
The not Victorian, but the Regency era. It was great. And then
Do
the
you like
quartet.
do you make like have very romantic love scenes with people like later in the evening? That work where they just
uh,
like move
there
aside the buffet tables and everybody.
there was
What?
a ball. There was a
Oh, there is
ball,
a ball.
and they,
Okay.
they do choose like the what is it? The
Okay.
diamond of the night. I think that's what it's called.
Hmm.
But if ever you chance, you get to
Okay.
do that
But I
in
guess
real
you have
life.
to do that. Everything else you do like in the parking lot or afterwards of the Marriott or wherever you're.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Behind a bleacher
Okay.
somewhere. Yeah,
Sure, sure, sure. Or you just meet up at Applebee's in the parking
yeah.
lot. Everybody's doing the other part of Bridgerton that probably is the part people like as much as the cosplay. I would, if I'm just guessing, you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, no, there was cosplay involved. And okay,
Mhm.
Yoga. Heather Graham's character. She does
Mhm.
yoga.
Yeah.
And she does the yoga, but then she has to help bring people into the class.
Mhm.
For you, I'm feeling because you're an entertainer,
Mhm.
you're an actor extraordinaire. Anything where you really had to like in
Mhm.
this movie or previous projects where you have to really ham it up and like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make the crowd really love me.
Mhm.
Maybe
Well,
wear short shorts.
that's always what I'm doing. Yeah, if you've seen, I'm never doing any check swings on that. But this is okay. This is speaking of the juggling, speaking of the cello, speaking of a lot of things I'm not particularly amazing at. Um, what's weird is that I do like a 75-minute very hard hot yoga class every single day. So for this movie, when I'm in the background pretending to do yoga, I'm definitely dialing it down.
Okay.
Because recently you'll see on the next season of Animal Control on Fox, I do complete splits. And Joel McHale will back me up on that. In the scene, I do a full set of the splits coming up whenever Animal Control starts again. So for Chosen Family, I definitely toned down how amazing I am at yoga. And again, yoga is not something that you should technically say you're amazing at because that's not a contest, really. You know, it's not like a sport, but I'm probably better at it than anyone you've ever, literally ever met.
All right. Yeah, I'll have to check out with you in the splits. And that's it for me.
Coming up.
Yeah, Tom, it's been a
Always a pleasure,
pleasure
bud.
chatting with you.
Always a
Yeah.
pleasure.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
Good seeing you, my brother.